Recently, the director of the Twilight saga expressed his intention to choose Jacob Elordi, the male protagonist of Euphoria, and Jenna Ortega, the female protagonist of Wednesday, to replay the unparalleled love between vampire Edward and human girl Bella. This is difficult to evaluate. It turns out that a full 15 years have passed since the first Twilight was released. Just a few days ago, the director also revealed that Kristen made a surprise appearance at Robert's birthday party in May this year. The two people who were desperately in love and then parted ways reconciled for the first time after being separated for many years. When the news came out, everyone who loved them went crazy. This couple, the most complete couple in history, when they met again, both of them fell in love with other women. One announced that they were engaged, and the other was about to become a father. When Kristen filmed this movie, she was still a pretty 18-year-old girl. She felt no pressure to play the role of a high school student who was just starting to fall in love. Robert, who plays the vampire, has just finished playing in Harry Potter's Order of the Phoenix. He is a handsome and charming 22-year-old senior. He has a strong European aristocratic atmosphere, which perfectly fits the image of a mysterious, evil, and handsome vampire. At that time, they were very affectionate in the scene, and they were in love with each other outside the scene. Everything was so beautiful that it couldn't be said. It wasn't until Kristen was revealed to have cheated on a married director that cracks began to appear in this fairy tale romance. Although Robert later forgave her and renewed their old relationship for another year, after all, there was a gap between them. The thorn could not be ignored and treated as non-existent. Breaking up was an inevitable outcome. But the most shocking thing is that just after Kristen broke up with Robert, she turned around and publicly came out as lesbian. This frightened all the fans who loved them. They had imagined thousands of endings in which they would never see each other again. But they never imagined that the sweet girl would turn into a lesbian. From that time on, Robert almost never mentioned Kristen in public. The two became strangers and settled the past in a tacit understanding. Kristen, on the other hand, quickly changed her image from a little fairy with long flowing hair to a cool queen. Now, she has gotten over her cheating habit, and she got engaged to her screenwriter girlfriend the year before last, which is also touching. As for Robert, he has been acting diligently, experienced a much anticipated relationship, and his subsequent love life is very low-key. This time, if his girlfriend hadn't taken the initiative to disclose the pregnancy news, no one would have known that he was going to be a father. Compared with the two protagonists of Twilight, Taylor Lautner, the little wolf, has gained stable happiness. The wife he married is a nurse, and his name is also Taylor. After marriage, he took her husband's surname, and the couple had the same name. Interestingly, Taylor Lautner also has a famous ex-girlfriend, Taylor Swift. Swift has always loved writing songs to poke fun at her ex-boyfriend, but she was full of praise for him and even had a drink with Taylor and his wife, which is enough to prove the good character of Little Wolf. In the Twilight series, Ashley Greene, who plays Alice, impressed the audience with her cool temperament. If Kristen kills both men and women, then Ashley, with her chic and neat short hair, established her status as the most popular actress in the entertainment industry when she first appeared. To this day, there are still girls who are fascinated by her. Her quirky image in Twilight has become an unsurpassed classic. Since then, she has never had short hair, but has developed into a sexy and glamorous style. After growing her hair long, she miraculously changed into a different person, appearing more gentle and approachable, with two completely different styles of beauty. Last year, Ashley gave birth to a lovely daughter. When I saw her as a mother, I really couldn't relate to the crazy girl she was back then. The girl she once was has become a mother, and the little girl she once was has grown up. The young actor Mackenzie Foy, who plays Bella's daughter, was mistaken for a computer-generated dummy because she looked so much like a delicate doll. When she grew up, she broke the law of child stars, becoming disabled, and grew up to be tall and graceful. The upper half of her face looks like Anne Hathaway, and the lower half looks like Emma Stone. She has both Western skeletal beauty and Eastern temperament. She has the potential to be a big star at a young age. She was first cast by Nolan as the young Murphy in Interstellar. Later, Disney chose her to play the role of the princess in The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Favored by Disney, she collaborated again in the movie Black Beauty. But Mackenzie looks so smart, but never promotes her beauty. Except for promotional works, she rarely updates social platforms and is a literary girl with few desires. She looks frail, but she has already obtained a black belt in Taekwondo. She is obviously destined to play a princess, but she prefers action movies and hopes to become a fighting girl. Nowadays, every once in a while, we miss the old dramas and movies we watched a long time ago. And from time to time, we mention the people and things that broke into our youth. The Twilight series has ended for more than 10 years. If you look back again, you will find that this movie has many incredible plots. But such outrageous and bloody plots still attract countless movie fans to the show, and they are moved time and time again by their innocent love, loyal friendship, and interdependent family affection. Over the past 10 years, things have changed, and people in reality have separated and reunited. Although they cannot have the eternal life and protection of vampires, they have also found their own happiness, including Rami Malek, who played a guest role as a vampire in the last film and won an Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody. For movie fans, this wonderful connection is gratifying and emotional. They are like white moonlight. The audience will not deliberately pay attention to their every move, but they will always have love and care for them, derived from their characters. I hope that they will also get a happy ending, like a fairy tale in a parallel world. Probably this is why every time there is action in a classic work, it always causes ripples in the peaceful lives of millions of people. Isn't it just that it can briefly remind everyone of the happy times in the past, so that we can gather together today and chat about it? I love them so much too.